Skate till you drop. Here we are at Wilson Memorial Park. We are skating. This is Jaron and I. Here I am again using my Tor Fishbone Light 225 hockey skates. And as you can see, I have gotten dramatically better at them. My feet do not feel as wobbly in these skates like I was before. My foot patterns have increased with stability and performance. The sun is going down right now, so I am trying to take advantage of every moment that I have daylight. It is that way because I do have a job and I do work. Usually when the sun hits the horizon, I have about 30 minutes to skate while filming. I would still be able to see even after that 30 minutes, but the video would not come out as clear. Wilson Memorial Park is a park that is closer to home. It is also a park that has a small pond in the middle and enjoyable scenery with ducks and geese. My main objective today is to skate until I can skate no more. I need to get as much exercise as I can get out of this skate while burning as much calories as I can. What would be a key motivation for me in the way I skate? Well, there are two. 1, lose weight. 2, film it, review it, and then post it so that y'all can see it. I do find at times when I am not with the Quick Pro stick and I am not filming that I do not usually skate as hard. But I am willing to change that. Even on times that I do not have the Quick Pro stick on me, I am determined to try to skate hard anyway. That way I can get the same performance whether I film it or not. I do enjoy skating around with different friends that I have, but lately Jaron is the only one that can keep up. Inline skating is not always about going fast though. I'd say what makes you a better skater is that of starting and stopping. The more you start and stop, the better you're going to get at skating. And also it's going to increase your safety as well. In certain situations you're going to know what to do in case a car jumps out in front of you or a pedestrian. Right here I turn around because I found something. Oftentimes when you're looking for cracks not to trip over or certain items in the road or obstacles, you do find your share of money. I have found quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. Unfortunately, this time it was just pennies, but money is money, and I am not rich. I often do find that I perform best in situations whenever I am in the most extreme situation. Skating in the rain, for instance. For some reason, when it is 52 degrees and it is raining, I have the urge to skate. Opposed to a day where it is nice and sunny and perfect for skating, I am more obligated to skate. These wheels are on the cheaper side, so today I am determined to make them work. These are the stock wheels that come with these skates. I have yet come across some wheels that I could not use. Well, what about bearings? What bearings do I use? Well, I know very little about bearings. The only bearings I really am familiar with are ABEC and also some German bearings that I have in a couple of pairs of my skates. Other than that, I don't really care which bearings are in there. All my bearings are mixed and matched anyway on my skates, so they're not all the same type of bearings in the skate that I'm rolling in right now. Sometimes the bearings are so froze up in my skates that I have to break them back in again. You can actually smell the burnt rubber as the rubber grinds against the ground until the wheel starts to rotate again. Sometimes that does create flat spots on your wheel, but as you roll in them again, it'll eventually wear evenly. So there's no worries there. I do have a pile of good bearings and a pile of bad bearings. The pile of bad bearings is not very much. It's just maybe like 5 or 6 bad bearings. I typically don't let bearings go bad. I use them as soon as I run them through water, so that way they don't dry out and get stuck. I probably have over 100 bearings, and so far only 6 are bad. And this is running them all through rain and water and puddles. So it takes a lot for bearings to go bad. It just depends on how often you use your skates. If you set your skates out for a while and you don't use your bearings, then they will freeze up. But even then, you still have a good likelihood of breaking them back in. It only takes 2 or 3 days for the bearings to freeze up. But since I skate every day, it's not a problem for me. So far, I have wore these skates a couple of times. I've noticed that these skates have started to form to my feet on their own. So the more that I skate in these skates, the more comfortable they get. At first they were slightly uncomfortable when I was using them, and they had too much room in the toes. Meaning the sides of my foot, not necessarily in front of my foot. I've never had any lace bite in these skates. Nothing like a good sprint through the grass. It kind of gets your wheels rotating, and it gets your energy levels up, get your heart pumping. Typically when I go skating, I like to pass through an area maybe once or twice. I don't like to visit the same area too often, because then it can get kind of boring. I also do it that way too because I don't like to harass people and be in their way constantly. I try to get out of people's way as much as possible. Today I am wearing moderate protection over my knees and my wrists because my energy levels are a little higher than usual. Because I know that I am more at risk, so if I was to fall, I would fall a little harder than usual. Other days when my energy levels are a little lower, I am more careful to what it is that I am doing. Not that I wouldn't wear protection even when my energy levels are low, but I need to be more aware of what I'm doing and how quick I'm doing it. That way I don't make a mistake while doing it. So safety first. Well, here's a song that I wanted y'all to enjoy. This is Animals with Martin Garrix. So right about now I am pretty tired of skating. I'm just trying to finish off the last few minutes of skating, try to get the best of my energy. Whenever I feel like it's at a downfall and I start sluggishly going or going slower, I try to burn off the rest of my energy before I come to an end. I knew they put those reflectors there for a reason. The more sluggish and slower that I get, the more prone I am to injury. So I think it's best that I call it a day. I don't know if you can tell that I'm breathing harder. Anyway, I thank y'all all very much for watching. Stay tuned for next time, and I look forward to my next video, and I hope you do too. I hope y'all have a good inline skating day.